Welcome to Cooking with Bourbon. I'm Nancy Kelly Allen. When I am not tinkering with words, I'm sometimes tinkering with recipes, and that's exactly what I'm doing today. Tinkering with the recipe for vanilla extract. It's easy peasy. It's a great recipe for novice cooks. It's a great recipe for experienced cooks because you're going to be using this recipe over and over and over, hopefully for years to come. There's only 2 ingredients. One of the ingredients is vanilla beans. The other, ta-da, alcohol. In this case, bourbon. But you don't have to use bourbon. You can use rum. Rum is made from sugar cane, so it's naturally sweet. So it's going to be a little sweeter extract than that which you make from bourbon. The properties of bourbon that make it so good is that it's stored in charred barrels, and the charred barrels release a smoky caramel flavor that is infused into the extract made with bourbon and the vanilla beans. You could also use vodka. Vodka provides a more neutral base for the extract and more similar in taste to that which we buy commercially. Homemade extract is made with alcohol that is 80, 90, or 100 proof. Today I'm using 100 proof bourbon. Don't go beyond 100 proof though, because it could burn the beans. Commercial grade extract doesn't have a flavor that's as robust as what we're making here today. You need to use 1 vanilla bean per ounce of alcohol. I'm using about 16 ounces of alcohol, so that would equate to about 16 of these little babies. But I have 22. So I'm going to use all 22 of them. You're not going to use too many. Some professional bakers use extract made with 2 beans per ounce. So if it's good enough for the pros, it's good enough for us. I'm going to cut lengthwise down maybe 3 of these beans to expose the seeds. And I'll get some on my thumbnail. See them? These. Now that is swoon worthy. Swoon worthy. So I'm going to cut maybe 2 more lengthwise, so that those seeds can easily penetrate the bourbon and say, hello, bourbon. Look what I can do for you. You're going to love me. And so will the baker. So we want to add enough alcohol, bourbon in this case, to cover the beans. Oh, one more thing I want to show you. If I'm using a tall bottle, you want to use a sealable bottle, something that is airtight so the alcohol will not evaporate. But you can also use a shorter bottle. This is a pint bottle, so you can see that the bean is longer than the bottle. And we do want to leave some headspace. So to make that work, we can do one of 2 things. We can cut it in half, or we can just simply tie a simple knot in the bean and place it down in the jar if the jar is not tall enough for the bean to go in. These are oily, and I've got seeds, oily seeds in my hands, under my nails. So now, time to add the bourbon and let the magic begin. Magic is going to take place over 3, 4, 5 months. I'm hoping that by the fall holidays that I will be able to use this. So I'm going to seal it now because I do not want it to evaporate. I'm going to shake it about once a week just to mix those seeds and the oil from the beans with the bourbon. Get it mixed. That will help make the brewing process go a little faster. I'm going to test it probably late November, fall holiday baking time begins about that time. So I'm going to taste it then, and what I will do is I will open it and smell the aroma. Right now I'm smelling bourbon primarily. I'm just smelling bourbon. By then I'm hoping that I will be smelling the wonderful aroma of vanilla. Palates are different. What one person likes, another may not. So at the end of 4 months, it may not be quite as mature a flavor as you prefer. If mine isn't, I will wait until spring. You might want to mark your bottle, and I'm going to with this. And this is just a little label that you can easily make. Homemade vanilla extract, the date, the origin. The origin for this, of course, would be the beans, Madagascar beans. And alcohol would be bourbon. So I know then that I have the Madagascar vanilla beans and bourbon alcohol. So what do you do if you only have 3, 4, or 5 vanilla beans? Well, you can still make extract. Just cut them in half or tie them so that they will be completely covered by a cup of your favorite alcohol, and just let them perk. They will make extract. Give them time. I would appreciate it if you would share this video with your friends, and remember, make the dishes bourbon-licious.